Welcome back to Car Craze. Today, we're driving straight into the future and taking a nostalgic turn down memory lane. The year is 2026, and Citroën has just done something bold. They've brought back one of the most iconic cars in automotive history, the Citroën 2CV. But this isn't just a retro remake for collectors or a gimmick to boost headlines. This is a reimagined classic, rebuilt from the ground up for a new generation of drivers who care about simplicity, sustainability, and design that dares to be different. Let's talk about what made the original 2CV special. Launched in 1948, the deux-chevaux French for 2 horsepower was created to be a car for the people. It was famously said that the 2CV should be able to carry a basket of eggs across a plowed field without breaking a single one. It was lightweight, durable, cheap to run, and quirky in all the right ways. Over 5 million units were sold before production ended in 1990, and its legacy as France's Volkswagen Beetle equivalent has only grown since. Fast forward to now, the 2026 Citroën 2CV brings that same spirit of practicality and individuality into the electric era. It's not trying to compete with high-performance Fs or premium luxury brands. Instead, it's carving out a niche for those who want something different, something functional, fun, and full of character. And honestly, it couldn't have come at a better time. So, what does the new 2CV look like? Picture the charm of the original, the rounded roof, the minimalistic body, the unmistakable front grille but refined with 21st century flair. The proportions are a little bolder, the stance a bit more confident, but the DNA is intact. It's playful without being silly. It's retro without feeling outdated. And it's instantly recognizable, even if you've never seen the original on the road. Under the hood, or more accurately, under the floor, you'll find an all-electric powertrain. The base model comes with a single motor driving the front wheels, producing around 100 horsepower. That might not sound like much in a world of 400 horsepower Fs, but keep in mind, the 2026 2CV weighs under 1,000 kilograms. Thanks to lightweight materials and a back-to-basics design philosophy. This isn't a car made for drag strips, it's made for cities, villages, and winding country roads, just like the original. The battery is modest but efficient. Expect a range of about 220 kilometers, or roughly 135 miles, more than enough for daily commuting, grocery runs, and weekend getaways. Citroën has focused on maximizing efficiency instead of chasing big numbers. The battery charges from 20% to 80% in just under 25 minutes on a DC fast charger. That's not groundbreaking, but it's quick enough to grab a coffee while you top up. And if you're charging at home overnight, you'll never worry about range anyway. Inside, the 2026 2CV is all about simplicity and sustainability. Recycled materials are used throughout the cabin, from the door panels to the seat fabrics. The dashboard is clean and uncluttered, with a small digital cluster for essential driving info and a tablet-style touchscreen for navigation and media. But the biggest surprise? Citroën has included a physical crank window option, just like the original. That's right, in a world dominated by power everything, they're giving you the choice to roll down your windows the old-school way. It's quirky, it's fun, and it's a reminder that not every innovation has to be digital. Space-wise, the 2CV continues to punch above its weight. The interior is airy and open, with large windows that make the cabin feel bright and welcoming. There's enough room for 4 adults to sit comfortably, and the rear seats fold down to reveal a surprisingly large cargo area. For a car this size, practicality was clearly a top priority. And that's always been a core part of the 2CV's charm. Now let's talk about the drive. On the road, the 2026 2CV is quiet, smooth, and surprisingly nimble. The electric motor delivers instant torque, making it easy to zip through traffic or tackle tight corners. The suspension is soft, in true Citroën fashion, soaking up bumps and potholes with ease. It won't thrill driving purists, but it wasn't meant to. This car is about comfort, ease, and personality. One of the coolest features is the removable canvas roof. Just like the original, the new 2CV gives you the option to peel back the top and let the sun pour in. It adds a level of freedom and fun that you don't get in most Fs today. Imagine cruising down a coastal road, zero emissions, roof open, with nothing but the sound of birds and breeze. That's the 2CV experience. 2026 style. Citroën is also offering a few customization options. You can choose from a handful of earthy, pastel colors all inspired by the original paint palette, and you can even select a vintage style badge for the hood. If you want something with a bit more personality, there's a special heritage edition with retro wheels, leather strap accents, and minimalist trim. No two 2CVs need to look the same. And that's kind of the point. But perhaps the most interesting thing about the 2026 2CV is what it represents. In a time where car companies are chasing ever bigger screens, AI assistants, autonomous driving features, and six-figure price tags, Citroën is doing something refreshingly simple. They're reminding us that cars don't have to be complex to be meaningful. The new 2CV is affordable, charming, and useful. It's made for real people, not for algorithms. And that's a message the automotive world desperately needs right now. Pricing starts at around a negation 19,000 in Europe, which puts it firmly in the budget F category. That's intentional. Citroën wants this to be accessible. Governments in several EU countries are also offering F incentives, which could bring the price down even further. There's no official word yet on North American availability, but with the rise of urban microcars and F demand globally, we wouldn't be surprised if Citroën tests the waters in select cities or through limited import partnerships. In terms of safety, it comes with all the essentials: automatic emergency braking, lane assist, pedestrian detection, and a rear-view camera. It's not packed with advanced driver assistance systems like some other Fs, but again, that's by design. This car is about engaging with the road, not escaping it. There's been some debate online, as expected, about whether the 2CV should have been left in the past. Some say resurrecting iconic models risks watering down their legacy. But here's the thing. Citroën didn't just slap a badge on a crossover and call it a day. They respected the spirit of the original. They created something new that feels familiar, and that's a rare thing in today's auto industry. If anything, the 2026 Citroën 2CV proves that less really can be more. It's a reminder that a car doesn't need to have 500 horsepower, a 50-inch touchscreen, or level 5 autonomy to matter. Sometimes, all you need is 4 wheels, an electric motor, and a bit of soul. So, what do you think of the new 2CV? Is it the charming city F we didn't know we needed, or is it too quirky for today's roads? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the future of driving. Thanks for riding with Car Craze. We'll see you next time.